with that, we are for Prime Randomizer by digglewrath.
Hello, I'm back. Rise. And yeah, this is Prime 2 Randomizer. And it's a very different game from Prime 1. A lot of subtle differences and some big ones, but we'll get into that. For now, we're just going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, Morph Ball Bomb as a random starting item. I had 1 to 3 starting items and also 269 starting locations. So let's see. Great Temple. We do weekly randomizer races in the Prime community, and this is the starting location for a lot of them. I went back and checked the settings for the Prime Rando. 230 out starting locations, so I just happened to start in the 2 most common locations in each game. Just fantastic. Anyways, some of the settings, I did do the most dangerous elevator option, 1 way to any room, so that's gonna be fun. Also, in this game, there are translator gates where you need to have a certain translator item to open them. One of them is unlocked. And this is just a short fight. Normally, you're supposed to get the energy transfer module here, but we won't probably. Actually, well, I guess we could still, theoretically, since there's 1 way we can go. One more. Wait a minute, I don't need 2 charge shots, I can just do this. 4 charge shots, and that'll start the next phase. Boop. Other setting. The trick settings are as high as I'm comfortable with. Which is decently high. I don't have like the really, really stupid tricks on. But we'll see some cool things probably. Geez, this takes me back to the tournament where we started in Energy Controller. And pretty much every race began with this fight. The goal of this game is to collect 9 Sky Temple keys, number unchanged in Randomizer, or these settings, and to go to Sky Temple Gateway to fight final bosses, you need Space Jump, Screw Attack, enough health to survive Dark World damage, and a way to get to Sky Temple Gateway. Of course, also whatever else you need to get there. I think that's Amber Translator. Oops. Or get those items, rather. The items you need to collect the Sky Temple keys. Amber Translator. Cool. Check this elevator. I'm pretty certain there's one we can take. Alright, there's our way to Sky Temple Gateway. So, good start. That's cool. I can't take an elevator. Yeah, that's a completely useless elevator for me right now. Now, there are also many hints in this game, some of which we might even get to see. There are hints for the Sky Temple keys, like the artifacts in Prime 1, but there's also 2 more types of hints, dead body hints and just the lore hints. In Vanilla Echoes, there's a bunch of holograms scattered around the world you can read for the lore. In Rando, those have been replaced with hints. And they are very useful. Aegon? Alright. Normally I would say before taking this in case of a bad gate, but literally the only other elevator is garbage. Hey, Dark Zero, welcome. Dark Zero made this. Dark Zero is the lead developer for the Prime Randomizer app, Randovania. So, thank you, Dark Zero, for making this possible. Where do we go with this? Wait, what the heck? Oh, I go back in the elevator, of course. Wait, hold up. Did I? No, I might have actually left the elevators on. I might have actually left the elevators on one way to another elevator by mistake. But this is a good elevator because we can get hints. Oh, that's a rip. Oh well, should have double checked my settings just to be sure. Alright, so A-Thon is the early game area that you go to first. And it's got a lot of checks. Now, let's see if we can see this item. There's an item in here. It better not be a Sky Temple key. Oh, no. Okay, that's an E-Tank. That's an E-Tank. That item is a horrible check. You need to kill the boss of this area, Morbus, return the A-Thon energy, and then get Screw Attack and Echo Visor to get that item. It's a bad scene. Oh, good. So we got one of the guaranteed hints there. There are 4 guaranteed hints, one for each boss and one for returning the Sanctuary energy, which is the vanilla light suit item. And it's just an E-Tank this time, which is good, because that is a slow check. Oh yeah, you're supposed to return the energy for each area in vanilla, but you don't have to. Even in vanilla, you only need to return the Sanctuary energy for light suit. Quick scripted fight. The doors are locked. I think that's a missile expansion up there. Gotta look. Yeah, that's a missile expansion. One of the more dangerous items is super missiles because it looks kind of like regular missiles, unless you get close. Oh, let me switch around some windows. All right, chat's in a much better window for me now. But yeah, some seats have just had their length extended by an hour because someone mistook supers and like Plane of Dark Worship for a missile expansion, which is fun. Right. Why did I come here? All right, there's a hint. Sure, we'll do this. We've been trying to contact you about your ship's extended warranty. Oh my god. Can't escape even in this game. There's also 2 guaranteed joke hints in the mixed in. 22 hints total. 4 for guaranteed hints, 2 joke hints, and then some other stuff. I'm glad we got to see that one. Alright, so I'm opening up the Dark A-Thon portal. The only bomb slot you actually need to use is the last one. So if you have space jumping, you can just skip straight here, but since I don't, I gotta do that. I remember that too, Tallow. And then I lost with that person in the rematch because I didn't go 3 feet forward to collect the game-ending artifact. And thanks for the good luck. Normally I wouldn't go to Dark A-Thon immediately, but I guess I am today for some reason. The better play probably would have been go to Bomb Guardian and the A-Thon energy controller, but here we are. Don't forget to activate this bomb slot. It's an easy one to forget. Now, one thing I have done just as quality of life, in vanilla, these light zones only heal you 1 per second. But I've set it up to 3 just for marathon convenience. There we go. A little bit of a fiddly bomb jump, yeah. Sometimes you see me screw up a bomb jump like this because when I unmorph, I immediately fall to the sky. That's because I unmorph too early. I need to wait for a certain window to pass to do that kind of bomb jump. About 2/5 of a second. By about, I mean exactly, I think. More on that later. We're gonna see some other things with that sort of shenanigan. Okay. Going to trial tunnel real quick before doing something. There's nothing in this room, and that scares me. I didn't want to kill it. This is a fun check. I'm pretty certain no one has ever had a ton of health going here, like never in the recorded history. So everybody gets to wait in the light zones for a little bit. Go. Also, this is the room with the boss. Yep, they're there. They're sleeping. We might see them. There's a pretty decent chance they'll have something like 3 in 10 seeds, I think now. It used to be 50%. I'm not sure of the exact stats in the most recent version of Randomania. Oh, also, you see me jump against the door there and get an instant morph? Yeah, if you get the camera obstructed, you can get an instant morph like that. So frequently I will jump against doors to save time and cancel the morph animation. Anyways, here's nothing. That's scary. We're gonna shoot like 11 charge beam and 19 missiles at it, I think. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. All right, is my math good? Surprise! It was actually Jump Guardian. For some reason, it's just there. You can just shoot it down to next to dead. You can't even kill it, is the convenient part. It'll stop at 1 until you start the fight. Oh, also, at the beginning of this game, you're supposed to get all of your items stolen. Randomizer obviously cuts that out, but Jump Guardian is thing that steals your space jump boots. I kind of wish it had it here, but oh well. It's back over here. Nothing else to do. Doing Jump Guardian is good though, because there's another check in the game that's locked by specifically picking up the Jump Guardian item. So I've unlocked that check for later whenever I actually find the area. Do this. And I've opened the bomb slot here so I can get another check. I've forgotten to do that bomb slot I did at the start of this trip before in like hundo runs, and that's some very sad time loss. Oh no, pirates. Anyways. There's supers. Okay, that's good. Where's my tracker? I hid my tracker. This is very sad. This doesn't actually open anything. All right, good talk. It will open something eventually, but right now, yeah. Still extremely convenient to have, and the best weapon I have so far. Where's my tracker? I have a tracker off screen so I can not forget what I have. I think I've marked everything. Where am I? It's entirely for myself, so it doesn't really matter if I miss something. It's just good to remember keys because there's like 18 of them. If you have to go fight a boss, you need to collect 3 red keys for each area. There's the actual missile launcher. technically that's my logical missiles. I wasn't supposed to be able to, I wasn't supposed to be using them technically, but who cares? Require mains is not on. But yeah, if I wanted to go fight worms, I need to find 3 red Aegon keys. Same for Torvis, and same for, well, okay, not same for Sanctuary, because that area is really funny. But yeah. And so just a tracker is good to keep track of all the keys you have, if nothing else. There's a worm here, and there's also a timer here, so we'll be sent back there in a moment. I'm just gonna bomb open these walls while I can. See, there it is. Maybe. Yep. This is Bomb Guardian. We're gonna 2-cycle it, hopefully, unless I'm bad. Stun it. Missile. Pellet. Charge shot. I think I got a fully charged shot. Okay. There we go, 2-cycle. Yeah. It's nice. That's supposed to take 4, but nah. And there's space jump boots. All right, we're in business. Grab this item, of course. There's also a hint here. So yeah. Oh right, super missiles would have one-shot that boss. I don't get super missiles very often, like this early. So I forget that they are very good weapons. Right, Dark Visor. So Dark Aegon Temple is a Morbus, and Dark Visor might be required. So that's cool. Alright, what key is this? Well, it is an Aegon key at least. That's another guaranteed hint, and also very nice because that is a very slow check to have to commit to otherwise. That was just nice. Or rather slow. There are way slower checks, actually. Like Chica without any items, but we'll talk about that later when that comes up because, I have a story about that. I should probably double check where this elevator goes. Oh, that's a terrible elevator. Yeah, no, we're not going there. I might have the same elevator settings that I had yesterday for the Prime Rando, one way with replacement. So elevators are dangerous for me. The elevator system, or the elevators in this game can be more dangerous actually, at least with Prime. There aren't a lot of elevators that are just immediately soft locked in, no, that's more of a vanilla problem actually, never mind. Whoops, let me scan this. I don't know what I was really gonna say. In vanilla, certain elevators are really scary, like Sank Entrance is a terrible elevator because if you want to go through to Main Sanctuary, you need Boost Ball and I blew up one canister. Nice. But if you want to go further into Sanctuary, you need Boost Ball and Dark Visor. And there's an area in Temple Grounds where you can get to an elevator, but you have to go down a soft lock. Yeah. That wasn't the guaranteed hint? Oh, yeah! It would have said a Morbus is guarding the Dark Visor, so that's just a coincidence. For the most part, you don't get duplicate hints, but if you get a guaranteed hint plus, you can get a guaranteed hint and then just a random hint for the same item. So that'll happen very occasionally. So we can still actually find the Morbus hint. You can tell the difference because one says a Morbus and one says, something else. Or Dark Aegon Temple. Right, I'm going to reload that room for a layer change. Just to see a dead body. We're going to look at a dead moth. You know? As you do. They're actually key bear hints. We'll talk about that. Because here's a bomb space jump. When you do a bomb jump... Oh, there's Dark Beam. When you do a bomb jump in this game... excuse me. Hold on. I forgot I'm bad at this room, so I need to break this one as well. Yeah, when you do a bomb jump in this game, you're actually considered grounded for 2/5 of a second after leaving the ground. And so that's cool. So if you could theoretically get a jump, you would be able to jump. And then there's also the instant unmorph. If you're in morph ball form and then move back against a wall, that's a guaranteed instant unmorph. It doesn't work in Prime 1. They change it, and it's key in Battleground. All right, cool. I probably need Dark Visor. Yeah, sometimes I wouldn't go for that hint, but since I know where Dark Visor is, that's a good check. So Dark Beam opens up a lot of the game. Like, a lot. Ooh, do I need to get this? Come on. Dark A-Thon key. Yep, we need to grab that, probably. But yeah, and it's also just a really strong weapon. There is, so obviously, excuse me, there's Light World and Dark World, and they're like in conflict. Light Beam does more damage to dark enemies, and Dark Beam does more damage to light enemies. Except Dark Beam can also freeze dark enemies. You can fire a missile at them because Dark Beam is actually Ice Beam. So yeah, it's a good weapon. Light Beam is also very strong, though. Don't get me wrong. Let's see. How am I routing this area? I mean, well, actually, no, I am locked into one way now. I am almost dead. There's crates up here, right? Yeah. Okay, so the drop system in this game is actually good compared to Prime 1. Oh, right, and I need to commit murder. Is that all of them? Ah, there you go. He was hiding, you see, shy. But, and there goes my train of thought. I have no idea what I was talking about. ADHD. So I could have just gone back out of that room. Like when I was getting that key, I could have just turned around and left that way, or the way I came in. But I just decided to go through. So now I'm locked into doing this area a certain way up, as far as doing it efficiently now. Open that up. I actually could go straight through here through Amos. I just have to reload this room. Dark Beam opens those crystals and lowers the grates. But not on the first pass. I have to come back here to do that. So now if I went back there, I could do it, but at this point, it's just better to go through this area directly. The intended way. Not even that bad. I can get everything here. Down. Check this item. Slight ammo. In vanilla, you get light ammo and dark ammo in the same pickup and 50 at a time. These randomizer settings split them apart, and they also give 20 per expansion, and there's way more of them. It's actually really nice for just a variety of things to pick up. One of the issues with Prime 1 is that you get tired of seeing missiles after a while. But this is nice. Just having different pickups, even if you're still just looking for one item, which also happens way less. It's just nice, you know, for mentally. I can't really explain it. Right. Coming up here is one of the super missile checks here. Oh, sweet, I don't have to deal with the Metroid layer. Right, what's going on up here? Just missiles. Alright. So I'm not gonna grab that. Yeah, something like that. Variety satisfaction. So you're supposed to have either screw attack or spider and boost ball to get to the super door at the top here, but you can also just do a dash. And dashing in this game, while it's still a thing, but it's not nearly as busted as Prime 1. For one, they actually added a sideways speed cap, so you just can't yeet yourself literally everywhere. So what you have to do for a dash in this game is you have to hold L and R to lock in your momentum. Now, you saw me do a dash earlier, actually, to get Dark Beam. All right. Wait, how do you do the dash from this side? I forget. Okay, I needed to bend that dash back. If you hold up or down before locking in your momentum, that you bend your dash. Up. Yes. Excellent dash. Down. That should be good. Yeah, there you go. Just like that. Also canceling the lag from firing a super. And just dark ammo, but hey, dark ammo is dark ammo and I can fire this beam more. Generally good to have like 100 of each ammo type going into the end game. Maybe a little more if you find Annihilator. Which in this game, at the very least, you technically don't need any beams to beat final bosses. You're probably going to need them for keys, but it is possible to get a seed where you don't need one or more beams. Usually it's Annihilator. But it is pretty funny when you get the no light beam or no dark beam seed. Gonna do a quick save because, of course, this game is mean and can kill you out of nowhere. So right now, what I really want, what I want to do is be able to scan hints in Sky Temple Gateway to see what I need to get keys. So right now, I'm really just looking for a way there, and some energy to not die in the Dark World. Also, another bomb space gem coming up. This one is weird. Probably in the BSJ. It's the thing that comes after it. I'm going to try and wedge myself in a spot. Oh, hello, camera, please. Nope. This is a weird camera. There we go, except for the part where it wasn't. Come on, I believe. There we go, got an instant morph into that. Shift the camera around here very slightly. Oh, that was almost it. I was trying to stand on that little ledge so I could then jump to the morph ball tunnel. Oh, why did I hit the morph button? Come on, I'm making this way harder than it has to be. Come on. Oh my god. Am I gonna have to come back here? Oh my god, I don't understand why this camera doesn't let me do the instant unmorph here sometimes. It must be too far forward. Oh my god. Yeah, I was too far forward, but also I, for some reason, decided to press the morph button again. I promise this isn't this hard of a trick, although it is pretty bad. I'm making it for harder for reasons that it shouldn't be happening. Alright, and I'll give it a couple more tries, and if I don't get it, I'll come back. Yeah. I forgot to press the L button to move around. Okay. Apparently, I've just decided how to forget how to do this. Okay, there. That's what I wanted. All right, do a bomb jump to turn the camera around. All right, and then there we go. That's what I wanted. And now you just jump over here, and there we go. We can get another item. I hope it's worth it. Probably won't be. It'll probably be 5 missiles. Ah, almost got the really cool trick. Alright, what did we get? Oh my god, help. Let me out. Alright, what is it? An E-tank. Alright, that's good. That's good for getting hints. So back to that, getting to the Sky Temple hints. Like, Dark Suit would be good on its own. I would need, like, more E-tanks. Screw Attack would also work, but I'd want Dark Suit with it. Or, Supers and Seeker Missiles, which I already have Supers. Alright. This fight is actually... There's a lot of ways to cheese this fight. If you have a power bomb, that'll pretty much instantly kill Dark Samus. But I don't have that. If I had Annihilator, that does 10 times the damage to her for some reason. I don't have that. So we're just gonna use Dark Beam here. And oop. Did I hit her? Alright. Yeah, Dark Samus is a little bit rude. But we got her. We got her pretty good here. And... oh. I could have checked this item coming up before doing the fight, but probably not a power bomb. Yeah, and picking this item up reloads main reactor where we just fought Dark Samus, and that it reveals another item, which is a Sky Temple key, and it reveals a dead body hint. So in vanilla, those dead bodies tell you where an ink cache is for the vanilla Sky Temple keys. Yeah, that's oh wait, that's an ETM. Okay, that's even worse than a Sky Temple key, as in it does nothing, like literal nothing. More fall-related upgrade. Alright. That's probably a Powerbomb expansion. The key bearers don't tell you exactly what's in the Dark World cache. It just gives you a class of items like missile-related upgrade, or morph-related upgrade, movement system. There's a couple of other ones. But yeah, that's probably a Powerbomb expansion. It could be Boost Ball, though. I could go to, I could go to Command Center? Or, Dark World? I mean, I can warp out. Yeah, we'll warp out. So this game also has warp to start. This is technically a soft lock. Since I don't have Light Beam or Annihilator to get out, but I can get to a save station and lead that way. I really don't have all that many items. Now, I could just get Light Beam here anyways. I could have just been expected to do that. Throw myself into a soft lock. But it's not nearly so bad here with the save station. I do want to check Warrior's Walk, though. There's a room here or so that's locked by supers. That might be something. That could actually have Light Beam. So what I'm going to do is take a save here before leaving. I am going to check Vanilla Light. That could happen. And it's terrible when it does, because this is just a long walk. And if I don't get Light Beam, I'm just gonna die and have to do it again later. Well, actually, no, I'll come back here with Light Beam, so no, that's not true. Mostly for this room coming up, that could be a little bit problematic. Have to scan 3 posts here. What? One. There we go. 1. 2. And 3. There we go. You have to get close to that one so you can actually scan it. Otherwise, the game will tell you, local interference detected. Do a nice little dash there. And here we are. This is the Light Beam room. Well, the room outside of the Light Beam room. Come on. Come on. There we go. Just do a slope jump, and it's time for me to die. Oh no, I'm dying. Send help. Yeah. Fastest way to the warp. So, let's try that again. Trying to think of the elevators I saw. And yeah. Well, actually. Okay, so I just realized there is an elevator to Sky Temple Gateway, and I do have 2 E-tanks. Do you know what? I think we'll just go get hints now. I'm very glad I remembered to take off the elevator sounds, because I had forgotten to do that for a while. Otherwise, we would be listening to elevator noises for most of the game. All right, let's go. Watt Station. Dark World does like 6 damage per second, so we have more than enough time to get hints. Yeah, this is a suicide play. We're going to die after this. Oh, Dynamo works. Oh my god, not again. That could be bad or it could be worse. That's a Vanilla Spider Guardian room, which is a long, or a rather long fight. ATS, that's fine. Calling Chamber, that's pretty free once I get Light Beam. Or Annihilator. Main Research, that's fine. I'm writing down these hints because it takes forever to actually read the hints in the menu. Yeah, Prime 1 is just fine to refer to the menu for them. I'm pretty certain final bosses are in. I really hope so. I'd like to show them off. Eye of Dynamo works. Okay, that's rude. So we do need that Dark Visor. That is one of the in caches you can't see without Dark Visor. Okay, so that's bad and worse. That means Spider Guardian is required. And that actually does mean that I'm not incentivized to do the terrible trick I'm bad at. And Sanctemple Access. Oh yeah, I can do that. Ah, frick, I turned them off. I meant to leave them on, I swear. There's a fix for that. There's a fix for that. shoot, I genuinely meant to leave them on. No, I'm bad. So that does mean there's a battleground key, and yeah. I mean, the battleground key is like a Chika key or a Hive Temple key. Yeah, whoops. Come on, get on the save station, Samus. Alright. Tank entrances is... Oh, that's not too bad. I already know where an elevator for that is. So what now? I guess I'm just going back to Warrior's Walk. I don't have another way to go. I guess yeah, it's like I go to Warrior's Walk, or I go through that tank entrance elevator and hope that there's something else on through the tank entrance elevator with these settings. But I feel like Warrior's Walk or Battleground will have something. There's two items in Battleground, by the way. One is the cache, and the other is a vanilla key. But yeah, Jesus. I will say I did get more sleep tonight than yesterday, before yesterday's run. Right. I gotta go back. Oh wait, no, hang on. I can do stuff here. Right. Yeah, I have supers. I forgot about this elevator. Okay, never mind. We're gonna go do this instead. I might be able to get I don't want to do that. I might be able... There's an item through here-ish that I could possibly get, but it's gonna be dumb, and I don't want to do that. If I had Boost Ball, it would actually be in logic, so... Yeah. What do you have to say for yourself, sir? Beam-related upgrade. That could be, Oh, that could be Light Beam, technically. Very unlikely, but it could be. Alright, gonna wait for this to lower. If I go too quickly, it'll just be reset. How so? Oh, right. Warping to start isn't in logic. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I have Dark Beam. Yeah. Yeah, so warping to start is never in logic. But you can just do it anyways. Oh, I picked up a power bomb somewhere. Oh, I didn't have to do that, right? But hey, it's free real estate, so we're just gonna do this. No, stop. Okay, and this way. Here we find one of the rudest morph ball tunnels in the game. There we go. And more light ammo. That'll be really nice when I It'll be really nice when I find Light Beam. And it's unlocked. Oh, right. I might have said that both of those two unlocked. Except I kind of screwed up and said this gate to be unlocked instead. So, more dead bodies, of course, because why not? Morph ball related upgrade. All right. A lot of those around. I'm probably gonna have to check out at least a few of them. Not taking this elevator, I'm just scanning this for posterity. Oh, that's a bad elevator. Yeah, I don't have Violet for that. That's locked by a light block on the other side. If that's a funny elevator in random elevators because you can't do anything with it unless you want to do a terrible out of bounds. Right. I don't need to think about where I'm going. I'm just doing a clean sweep of this area for now. Fine. This cutscene's a little weird because I did the Dark Alpha Splinter fight before coming here. Oh, I mean I have energy. It's fine. Ooh, an E-tank. Yeah, I'll take that, especially since I don't have any suits still. But yeah, that happens if you go do the Dark Alpha Splinter fight before coming here. Those clouds are dangerous. They do 20 damage per cloud, which can be fatal if you're just starting the game. Here we find Vanilla Powerbomb expansion. Yeah. Another powerbomb off these would be good. No, the game says no. Oh, that's a suit, I think, or maybe screw attack. Okay, so that's good. This is probably good enough to get through the entire game, honestly. Unless I need to, like, go to Ing Reliquary for something without light suit. So that's probably an E-Ting, but that could be light suit on these settings. I don't know if I need light suit for anything yet. But that is something to keep in mind. Ing Reliquary is supposed to be a light suit check. And it is in lower difficulty settings. There's Ingstrom that does a ton of damage to you per second. But you can finagle your way through it to only need like 6 E-tanks in Dark Suit. But that's only really relevant if nice. That's only really relevant if that is light suit there and I need it. Anyways, so we just got Ink Hive Key 1. And there it is again. That crate exists in both layers in this room for some reason, so you can just do that. Oh, well. I guess that's not light suit in Ing Reliquary. Okay. Well, that's interesting that they're right next to each other. Okay, we're in business. As soon as we find, like, Light Beam. So yeah, now we take no damage in Dark Aegon, or Dark Aether. Oh, I don't have that. You can also just walk in here. It's missiles. Alright, fair. Oh, there's that power bomb I wanted. And a gun gate. Wait, no. That doesn't actually help at all. Right, Aegon Gate is the elevator, one of the elevators here. Yeah. I mean, that's cool. I guess it's a shortcut across this area. And another check we can do. I can technically... This is a Grand Chamber Windway, and I can technically get the item here, but I don't know that trick without Screw Attack. Alright, just missiles though, so no problems there. This is a pretty terrible check doing it the intended way because it's so slow. It's so slow. Just minutes of spinning spinners. You need seekers. It's a bad time. There's a triple bomb base jump. BSJ sounds for bomb space jump, by the way. And you can do a 3 BSJ here to skip all that with Screw Attack. Oh, come on. This is me trying to do an extended dash. This is as close to Prime 1 dashing as you're getting in this game. Doing something weird with when you jump and... Whoop. And sort of launch yourself into the ground by doing a dash. It's very weird. Yeah, it's free enough. Why not? Live a little. I don't even know what could do that much damage to me at this point. Oh, that should be good. Yeah, that's good enough. So now what? I guess I could go back to A-Thon and clean up that. Oh, I can go to Feeding Pit and get, like, that check. But I'm not going to. Feeding Pit is the room right outside of Vanilla Light Beam, and yeah. Ah, nice. Yeah, I guess it's just, oh wait, no, there's something else I can do here. Right, so when you get map data, now in Randomizer, it'll tell you what elevators go where. So, we can look at the couple of remaining elevators we didn't get. So this goes to, alright, A-Thon entrance, that's convenient. Tank vault side. And, okay. That elevator is actually a really scary elevator, right up here. This one. This is a soft lock without dark visor and secret missiles. Unless you want to do a wall crawl or an out of bounds from the elevator room, which I guess isn't the worst thing, but yeah. Anyways, convenient elevator. I'm out of milk for my coffee, so I'm drinking tea this morning instead of coffee. I would have gone and gotten more milk yesterday, but I was exhausted just from 3 hours of sleep and a marathon run. What a shock. Am I right? Anyways. Yeah, I guess I just want to go this way. Wait, can I get this? Nope, that's a Violet Gate. That's where the map station is for A-Thon. Can't get that. I should save. I haven't saved in a hot minute. Now that we have Light Suit, we're at way less risk of dying, but we could get like an extremely rare crash for no reason. Like, very extremely rarely the game will just lock up for no reason. Like, I think I've had a random crash like once, maybe twice in my time playing this game. There are a couple rooms with more consistent crashes, but we're nowhere near any of those. But anyways, save. Just save your game. It's free real estate. Oh, I can check the front of Dark A-Thon now. Before getting Warrior's Walk. I know. Okay. Tea is dead. Long live tea. I should have put honey in there. My throat is a little bit rough, but oh well. Hindsight is 2020. You know, if I were also intelligent, I would have put in a couple of extra items into the seed. Not anything that would change progression. But I could have put in a fun item called Cannonball. There's some kinetic orb cannons in the game that launch you when you use them. Those actually give you a temporary item called Cannonball, and it's really fun. When you have Cannonball, you can boost for whatever reason, even if you don't have it. It makes you invincible while morphed, and it kills certain enemies. Well, it does 500,000 damage per frame on contact, which, you know, is murder. Yeah, it just kills everything that touches it, because nothing in this game has that much health. But I forgot to include that, because I'm dumb. You're not supposed to be able to keep it in vanilla, but if you go do some out-of-bounds shenanigans, you can. Like, you take a kinetic orb cannon from the wrong room and the room unloads around you, and then it You don't. The trigger for removing cannonball unloads with it. And yeah, I forgot to include that. There's also some multiplayer items that Dark Zero got into single player, like double damage, infinite ammo for missiles and beams, things like that. This is Warrior's Walk. What's over here? There's Light Beam. Oh, that's the second rudest place Light Beam could have been. First rudest being this room right here. Vanilla key? Oh, I think that's a vanilla Aegon key. Yep. Alright, so now we can get that Dark Visor. If I had Annihilator, I could just autopilot this fight and make some more tea. Actually, no, I wouldn't have been able to do that. This fight isn't that long. But yeah, Annihilator is really funny because you can shoot a save or a beacon, and well, the Aang are dark moth people, so they're just attracted to the light and they die because they're stupid. We don't get to see that. Actually, wait, no. I want to see it anyways. Yes, I'm cheating. Shush. See? Watch. I love it every time. The last time I did a marathon run of this, I literally I idled. I shot my Annihilator at a beacon and just went and got some water. Anyways, this is menu mod. It is the safety valve in case something goes very wrong. Alright. So there goes Annihilator. It's only removed when you actually switch off of it, which is actually relevant for one of the speedrun categories of this game. That you keep your beam until you switch off of it, which is the funniest thing. So yeah, this is feeding pit. What's going on here? Yeah, alright. Right. Yeah, I'm just thinking now. Oh, right. I just go Phantom Morbus for Dark Visor. Duh. I don't know why I was trying to climb to the top of this room. There's nothing for me up there. I want some more light ammo. Wait, no. 60 is enough? I mean, like 10 extra ammo would be good. Just for safety. At the very least, for as often as a Morbus is required, it is a fast fight, usually. If you have, like, Light Beam or Supers or even Seeker Missiles, the fight is significantly faster. Which you're supposed to have at least Light Beam and Vanilla, so it's not supposed to take that long. It's when you don't have any of those items that it gets fun. Or rather, just long. Anyways, +1 required a Morbus. Okay. Nice, I didn't pause. It is so easy to pause because it takes just a little bit of time for the cutscene to start. So if you try to skip immediately, that's a pause, and you feel bad. I don't have boost ball. Okay, we're gonna see the full thing almost definitely. Like so. Yeah, this fight is very fast. Now, if I have Boost Ball, I would be able to do something here called Worm Skip. Basically, these two will attach to the ball here, and I can break both of their heads at the same time, and then before the one worm detaches completely from like this would be Worm Skip. It's still technically possible. It's just stupid tight. Yeah, there I go. Yeah, if I if I had gotten the bomb there, I would have been able to skip the third worm in this next phase. But yeah, not very extremely unlikely without boost ball. But that's fine. It's not going to be significantly longer or anything. This fight is sometimes called Worm Rave, because the worms have an attack. If you don't immediately get on them, they'll do the Worm Rave attack, and it sucks. They fire lasers from a disco ball they generate or something, and it sucks because you can't interrupt them once they start, and you just sit there for like 30 seconds. I'm pretty certain I was the one who coined Worm Rave. I don't know. It's been a while. Darkseid might be able to confirm. Okay, there you go. There's Dark Riser, and you're supposed to get the A-Thon energy so you can return it, but we're channeling our inner government contractor. We're just gonna leave. Yeah. Also, fun fact: I actually did need to shoot that. Was I the one who coined Worm Rave? I feel like I was, but I don't know, and it doesn't matter too much. But yeah, shooting Darkme with that beacon actually matters. It makes the beacon just like a little bit taller, just tall enough so that it can jump out without anything else. Well, now I have Dark Visor. Oh, I have some additional checks I can make, right? Okay. Sink entrance might actually be the next area I'm supposed to go to. If I get boost ball, that is Sank access. But I also could just be expected to route through Sanctuary or go to the next elevator from the Sank entrance elevator. I'm kind of hoping I'll get to show off like oh right, I need Seekers as well. I mean, there's a couple of checks. I'm kind of hoping that I get to show off a more substantial wall crawl that isn't just Torvus Portal Chamber. But I might not get to at this rate. Also, I have to do this fight because they locked the doors. This only shows up after you do Bomb Guardian, which is why we didn't see it the first time I went through here. Yeah. Actually, how many more items do I... Oh, I need Boost Ball and Spider Ball, right? For Spider Guardian. Oh yeah, I might get to wall crawl to Spider Guardian at this rate, since I'm not finding translators. This is kind of weird. Usually you find at least one item that lets you move faster, but no, I just get to walk everywhere or roll everywhere. Not a boost ball in sight. Screw attack is faster than just walking by like a factor of 2. None of that. It's just walking today. Alright, what's this item? Oh, there's main power bombs. I don't need to get that since I already have power bombs. If I come back here with like Seekers, I'll grab it. But it's good to know that power bombs are in logic, because technically power bombs are not in logic until you can access the main launcher. So just knowing that it's not locked behind itself in the seat is good. And that does mean I have access to an elevator here, logically. That's just an E-tank. I don't need that. That'll take like 10 seconds to get. Nah, I'm good. And this goes to Lower Torvis, I bet. Sank Gate. Eh. Oh, that is access to, yeah, that's access to Temple Ground, so these suits are also in logic. Yeah, I think, yeah, the play is to go to Sank Entrance and, see where that goes. I don't think I can do anything else right now. Do I need to get a power bomb before I go there? I mean, it's free real estate. Yeah, there we go. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything here. That's an ETM. That's nothing. Okay. That's a ambiguous key. I'm sure it'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong? I'm just going to hope that's an Ing Hive key. I mentioned that those keys are a joke, and they are, but the Ink Hive keys are so useless that you need to construct like a very extremely rare use case for them. Like Space Jump, Screw Attack, and Annihilator are all locked behind quad, something like that. Because you can do a bomb space jump to get over the gate. You can go around the back just like with Annihilator to the intended way out. You can wall crawl to you can wall crawl to Quadraxis in several different ways. It's great. I love the Hive keys. All right, this goes to, not even gonna look. It's just gonna go where I need it to. Temple Grounds. Oh, okay. Oh, I can do this portal now. Right, there's a couple of, okay. So there's a couple of, checks I can do here now. This one is, there's only one here. Wait, no, I can get to, oh shoot. Oh wait, no, Ing Reliquary was a life support system, so that's just an 8 tank at this point. That actually would have been sick if that could be something. Nice try, Metroid. Also, did you know that there are Metroids in this game? I didn't. Oh, I think that's something. Oh, that's a Violet translator. Nice. Yeah, that looks like Violet. Also, shoutouts to these platforms. I didn't know they existed for years, and I thought the intended way to get this item was Screw Attack. Or the only way, rather. And someone just uses these in a tournament race, and I on stream, it's like, what is this? What the heck are these platforms? Well, I did not know they exist. Yeah. A lot of people didn't either, for the record. That's Violet. So I actually do get to show off a wall crawl now, since I don't have Seekers for, No, there's an elevator to saying gate, Dark Zero. So this is all in logic. The Aegon Temple elevator goes to Saint Gate, which is accessible. That was a amber gate. Right, so yeah, you can just go out of bounds here to get around the one-way nature of here we go. This spot. Going to hide this room. Come on. There. I need to open it up so that room will be hidden. Otherwise, the game will crash coming up. Oh, there's a lot of stuff with out of bounds. You have, when you walk off a ledge, in this game, you have 3 seconds to input or jump, and that's true in Prime 1 as well. But in this game, you actually can control yourself if you walk off a ledge and miss something. There you go. So you can just walk into a wall and Aether jump up, or do what's called Aether, because each room is in a box, and this box is called Aether, and you can walk out of it and do a jump like that. Ah, frick! I was hoping I could make it to the next room before it loaded. All right. You float up slowly while in Aether. So if you like fall to the floor, you'll eventually float up to the bottom so you can mash for a jump. Hello. Oh no, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. So GFMC has just like an unreasonably deep skybox. And we did it. We're inbound. Wow. I did a ceiling orb there by bomb jumping against the ceiling. Wow, definitely didn't have to cheat to get out of that one. Down, as they say. All right, I don't know why I came up here. Where am I going now? I can go to St. Vault side. Okay. But yeah, wall crawling in this game is way more viable than Prime 1. Like in Prime 1, the only really viable wall crawls are a very extremely short wall crawl to get to Arbor Chamber, just to go around like a single plasma door. And it takes like 15 seconds if you know what you're doing. And there's a training chamber wall crawl, which is very niche, but still useful. Like, those are the only two. Otherwise, just like, you don't bother, because it's so time consuming and costly if you screw up. But in this game, it's generally easier to recover from a failed wall crawl like that. Well, not like falling all the way down GFMC. Should have just morphed and done a bomb jump to confirm where I was. But I guess down works as well. Oh, I can get hints here. I can get hints while I'm here. Okay. I walked by one. Maybe I should go back for it. Nah, it'll be fine. I forgot what a Cursed Lake had. Oh wait, I don't have Seekers. It doesn't matter. I think that's just ammo. Yeah, that's just ammo. Yeah, that's light ammo. I'll pick it up, though. I've already walked this far. So again, the items we really need for Go Mode are Boost Ball and Spider Ball and Screw Attack. Yeah. Yeah? Anything else? Yeah, those are the 3 items. Yep. Oh wait, what is this elevator? Aegon Temple access. Yep, okay. Those aren't a bad set of items to need. Or an uncommon set, rather. I'll take that body on the way out. I wanted to make sure if it was a morph ball related upgrade. So I think at this point I'm going to the Vanilla Torvus Gate elevator. And is going to Sanctuary. Spider Balls and a Cursed Lake. Okay. And now Seekers are required too. Great. I mean, that's a good hint. But it also adds +1 to the items needed to beat this. Wait, Vault side. What can I do there? I don't know if there's a way around that room without... Oh, no. Darkseer, do you know what that the climb for that room is, what difficulty that is, or you just kind of ride around on the collision, the moving bits on the wall. Isn't that like intermediate? Oh, it's also just, I could end up in Torvis. That's something that could happen. I haven't seen a single Torvis elevator yet, which is weird. Intermediate or advanced? It's probably on then. Also just a nice little bit of standable terrain there. How are we doing on time? 1:15. Yeah, we're making pretty good pace. Needing just 4 items, having most of the game open to us. Well, 3 items, and plus 1 we know the location of. Alright. Hint coming up. It says boost balls in war ritual grounds. Okay. Oh, that's a rude place for that. Ew. Ew. Okay, that's another use of Seekers. Okay. That requires Dark Visors and Seeker missiles again, so yay. I was a little bit worried because I thought it was going to be I thought that was a differ check for a second, which would have been way worse. I was thinking Profane Path for a hot minute, which requires Annihilator and Echo Visor to get. Fortunately, no. I just need the same item I already needed, but more so. So it's coming down to Seekers and Screw Attack, where those are. I have 1 Power Bomb. Not that it matters, actually. There's enemies on the other side of this. So I'm reasonably certain this trick coming up isn't logic, which kind of sucks because I hate it. It's a weird trick. There we go. And all right, there's a Sky Temple key up here. So the trick is to just sort of... all right, no. The trick is going to be to commit murder first. Which is kind of awkward when I don't have boost or screw attack to kill these quickly. But I really want these gone because they're rude. Laser me, I dare you. No, not that attack, come on. Yeah, you're supposed to boost into this while it's doing this attack to make it expose its weak point. But I don't have that. And you can just screw attack into them as well, but I also don't have that. So I need them to do this attack. But if I break their head, they can't do that anymore. So don't kill the body, or don't kill the head when the body is still around. Alright, now we can do this trick in peace. This stupid nonsense trick. No. You can stand on this and jump, and I actually did get a jump the first try. But I wasn't prepared for it, and also I was getting bullied. Okay, here we go. No. Oh. Almost. Moderators, we seem to have a bot who wants to know if we want to become famous. Jigsaw quotes, that Twitter account should do, should post that. There we go. Okay. No, frick. Come on. Oh, moved out of the way. Why did the music stop? Hello? I wanted to jam out to the Sanctuary music, but I guess it's banned now. That bot stole the Sanctuary music. Oh no. Yeah, there's a reason I don't like this trick. This is the reason. No, no, no. Oh, the cycles were good. Yeah, the bot stole it, clearly. Nope, you can't run for me, but I can fall. There we go. Yeah, I don't like that trick at all. That's just missiles. I might be able to get Sank Map Station, depending on what gate it is. 50% chance. Dark ammo that I don't need, really. Though it might be nice to have. That's a Violet Gate, alright. This is a fun check when you don't have Light Suit. And need to find it. Fortunately, they were right next to each other. They have to be for something. There's no way that the game just gives you both suits immediately, one after another, and not expect you to use them for something. I'm not sure what. Okay, so in order to... Wait, no, I didn't have to do that. No, hopefully I don't have to use that save station later. There we go. You can jump off the mini quads. So we're just gonna do that. And yeah, we're out of there. Fun fact about this room, there's a little damage trigger that bounces you back. If you have the cannonball I mentioned earlier, it doesn't affect you. You can just roll through it, and you fall down and out of bounds. It gets people, newer players, pretty frequently. Also, there's no barrier in the back of the room because you're not supposed to be able to get here without, or from the back the first time. So you just fall if you roll there no matter what. Which is actually a pretty convenient way out of bounds. I don't know why I bothered with that. I can't do that to save my life. Just an E-tank. I don't have a power bomb. I kind of want to check this. All right, let's go. Wait, no, I can get a power bomb in the Dark World. What am I doing? It's fine. Kind of have to go this way, actually. Yeah, no, this is good. This is good. There's the first time you're through here, you're supposed to go into the Dark World here, and then take an elevator up, and then use Dark Visor and Seeker missiles to exit from the top. Oh, these are both Sky Temple keys, aren't they? Wait, no, I haven't seen Hazing Cliff. Yeah, no, I don't know what Hazing Cliff is. I bet we're going to get something here because this room just loves to have progression. What do you know? It's Seeker missiles. All right, we're in extremely good business. Now we just got to make our way back to Temple Grounds and get Spider and boost. So yeah, that was a really good find. Of course it's Hazing Cliff. In the first Echoes tournament, this check had things so many times, it's unreal. Let's see where this elevator goes, actually. Please just say tunnel ground somewhere. Torvus Quadrant. Yeah. I'm beginning to think that Torvus, the area, has just been patched out entirely. Sometimes with these elevator settings, you just can't go to certain areas because there's like nothing there. So the game just doesn't let you warp there. Although I could have to be yeah, none of the Sky Temple keys are there. In fact, they're almost all in no, they're literally all in Sanctuary. All right. Yeah. I could be done with this at the 2-hour mark. But I do want to see, because I accidentally patched out Final Boss, I'm a little bit worried that Screw Attack is not going to be accessible. It's going to be in like Sand Canyon or something. Oh, wrong button. Well, there it is. Fastball. Whee! Spider Guardian is one of the very few checks in the game that hard requires a boost ball, so it's nice to be able to have it. Although it's much nicer in the first like 30 minutes of the seed. ATS needs Screw Attack? Oh yeah. Right. I'm kind of hoping I don't. Right. The item that you're supposed to get, the one you're supposed to get Echo Visor for, I know there's tricks to skip Screw Attack for that. Is that like an extended dash, or are there other checks or tricks for that I might be expected to do? And what difficulty are they? The very nice thing about this game is that while there are a lot of tricks, and a lot of areas where you can use tricks, they're like the same class of tricks. So once you learn how to do a trick in one place, you can apply that very broadly to the rest of the game. Like, if you can do a BSJ and whoops, if you can do a BSJ in one place, you can do it in many places. Unless it's in the key location. I'm talking about the key location, yeah, where the Ing Hive key is in vanilla. Can you do like just a weird regular dash there? I know you can do an extended dash, but that's not enabled because I'm bad at them. Actually, no, that's not true. I have like extended dash is advanced, so if that's been moved down to advanced, well, if it's been moved down to advanced, that I can probably do that. I have light suit for infinite time, so. It was possible before E dashes were a thing. Okay. Oh, right. I have I forgot I had dark visor for this, so I just fall in the water. When you don't have dark or light suit, oh no, what did I do? Okay. Okay, I was very worried for a second. Oh yeah, those are both on. There's Spider whenever I actually figure out how to get out of here. Yeah, when you don't have light suit, there's just an invisible floor in the water, so that you only go ankle deep in it. Yeah, I don't know what else I was going to say. Yeah, that might technically be go mode. I did make a spoiler log. Hey, what? Let me find the Discord. And Dark Zero, if you could confirm to me that Screw Attack is accessible, that would be great. Sound like Meditation Vista. Things I should have done before the marathon. There we go. Right, where do I go now? Oh, I can go to Hall of Undead. Okay. Now, if it's just Screw Attack, or the key in ATS could just be on the other item, which is a Screw Attack wall, and that requires Screw Attack, I think. Do I have grapple? No. Oh yeah, progressive grapple is on. I forgot to turn that off. Shoot. I'm very competent, you see. What's going on here? Just light ammo, alright. Oh yeah, and you just do an instant morph to get out of here. Technically, it's a soft lock if you come in here without, or it's a vanilla soft lock if you come in here without seekers. Wait, no, not a vanilla soft lock. That's wrong. If you don't know how to get out through that tunnel, it's a soft lock. That's what I meant to say. Oh, right. I have Violet to scan a hint. Egon Way Storage A. So that's accessible. Now that I have Seekers. Not convenient in the slightest, though. Whoop. Oh, come on. Fine, I guess I'll kill you. The two of you. It's obtainable, but the biggest detour. Now. Trying to think where that even is. Don't tell me it's in Torvis. Because I haven't even seen a single elevator to Torvis. I'm trying to think. There's, what, the area elevators? Which I think is actually probably soft lock if I go into there. I don't even know. We're just gonna... Well then. I guess we get to figure out whatever shenanigans it'll take to get the ATS key. Alright. Oh wait, there's an artifact in here I should be getting. Okay. You can get this with a screw attack, and just screwing directly into the item with a slope jump, but apparently it's in the biggest detour ever, so yeah. Oh, an artifact? Sure. Energy cell. Gotta open up GFS Valhalla. That's one artifact, finally. Yeah, they're literally all here. Literally all of the Olympic artifacts are in Sanctuary. This is great. Fantastic. At least we'll be able to go to Turian after this. Federation Force. Only mark off that one. There's one in Calling Chamber. Look, Federation Force is my favorite punchline when we're just referencing all of the Metroid games for some reason. It's a good punchline, IMO. It's what a bizarre and baffling game that is. Like, in 2016, I decided, let's just make like a bog standard, no twist on the formula, cooperative shooter. Set it in the Metroid universe. Don't even really feature Samus, except like tangentially. And we're gonna make it, it's gonna not piss off the fans who've been waiting for a real Metroid game since Other M. It'll go fantastically. Hold on a sec. This game has a 64% on Metacritic. Yeah, that's actually the exact number I would expect. Help. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, there's shenanigans you can do here, actually, to not have to kill all those. It wouldn't even work, actually. I don't have Grapple Beam. Anyways, when you open up that Seeker lock, you actually get warped across. Whoops. Where is Twitch chat? Alright. Oh, it can't even go that way. Alright. Yeah, there's an Echo Lock there I can't do anything with. Did I get Calling Chamber? Yes, I did. So that's 2 Sky Temple keys. Like, Federation Force is not the worst game I've ever played. Not even the worst Metroid game, honestly. Well, okay, now that's unfair to Metroid 1. On a technical level, it's fine. It's aggressively okay. There are worse things you could do with your time, but it's also just so bland and nothing. It feels like playing porridge. At least with Other M, you can laugh at it. It's crazy, but at least Other M is interesting in what it gets wrong. Just Federation Force is just a giant nothing burger. Anyways, but enough about that. Echoes. I need to go to Dynamo Works, so yeah. If Screw Attack really is in Torvus, that's really funny. Oh, right, actually. Wait, do I even care? No, I don't care. I don't need to go to Vault at all. Yeah, I can still technically go to Torvus. I just have to return the Sank Energy and unlock the Light Beam Travel. Of course, I'm not sure how I do that without... Yeah, I'd have to do some really bad tricks in Quadraxis to actually do that, because you're supposed to use Screw Attack to get out of there. Oh my god, come on. Apparently I'm really bad at 3 BSJs today. Fun fact, BSJs are in Prime still. But the setup where you just move back against a wall is not there. So you have to get the camera obstructed by other ways, like with geometry. They're not used too often in Prime 1, but they're there. There we go. With a very precise scan dash. Oh. I did not know about the very precise scan dash. I think I'll pass. Oh, right, you. Of course, this room is going to be a bit fun to get around to, given my lack of screw attack. And then again, no, wait, no, I just do a dash. What am I talking about? Dash? There we go. Oh, and Spider Guardian's unlocked. All right. Yeah, this was the other big potential scary or problem. Having to get a visor or wall crawl around it, but eh. And this is one of the rooms where you can get Cannonball. For the record. In vanilla, just by wall crawling around it and going out of bounds. Anyway, Spider Guardian. It's long. At least I have Spider Ball, unlike in vanilla. She float. And yeah, Spider Ball worked in the first phase. In the second and third phase, it doesn't. So I get to do what I don't like in this phase. Yeah. Gotta boost around. At least you can do shenanigans to speed it up, although I'm not doing too hot here. There we go. No! Frick. Come on. Oh my god. Yeah, this fight is kind of a rude one. Oh my god, please. Help. I'm being attacked by Life Grove Tunnel again. Alright. So now I can just wait here and do this. Much better. Oh my god, please. There. There you go. That was actually pretty good, getting that quick cycle. Now I'm gonna go for a swag strat here. It doesn't save time, and in fact loses time, but I just love it so much. I also might have discovered it. So I have that going for me. Oh my god, the walls are being really sticky. We're just gonna let it come over here, you know? You're not supposed to let Spider Guardian come over here because it'll just get stuck when you try to leave. Or it'll just raise this grate as it's passing through. But if I did this right. Come on. Yeah, we did it. We skipped a pylon. Now we can just do it, but again. And we'll try and skip an entire pylon here. This really doesn't save time, but it is really funny to look at. Okay. Okay, one down. We don't even have to activate the second bomb slot if we did it right. Oh no, I beefed it. Anyways, here's nothing. Alright. We got half of the swag strat, and that's pretty good. Oh no, I'm dying. Whatever shall I do? Anyways, that's the fight. Good thing I had a power bomb. Because there's another key in here. One more key. Oh crap, I need to get the tank entrance. Alright, that's not hard. Yeah, I forgot about the key there. That's not a big deal. Oh, I don't have screw attack. That's right. You ever just jump off a ledge? I'm really curious where screw attack is. I feel like that's going to be a good one. Look, I'm just really used to having screw attack by now when I come in this room. I mean, usually I just cheat to get here anyways, without a bound shenanigans, but no, I had all 3 Spider Guardian items required, and I still don't have screw attack. I can't believe it. Wow, what a shock. There we go. Right. So that's Hive Dynamo. We'll get the next Dynamo Works item, and then there'll be 4 left. Oh, 3 left actually. I got Sanct Temple access and I didn't cross it off. Yeah, you do. Well, actually, no. No. There's a door warp you can do. A door warp in Dark Rending Hive. Yeah, you don't need screw attack for that. I mean, yeah. Yeah. But I like the triple, so yeah. Yeah. Get out of here. The sun's shining through my closed blinds. I like it. It's weird being up in the morning and the sun's out. Maybe I should have opened up that wall if I realized I was coming back here. Ah, well. So we're going to be doing a roll jump here. It's basically the same as it's the same principle as a BSJ or a bomb space jump, except you're going long instead of tall. Getting that instant unmorph, and you're using that to go somewhere you wouldn't be able to reach otherwise, like so. First try is really good. There. Fun fact about bomb space jumps. So obviously we didn't need that was a roll jump, and we didn't need bombs for that, of course. But you can do a bomb space jump without bombs or a space jump. For the bombless spaceless bomb space jump, it's more accurately called an instant unmorph jump. But this community is terrible at naming things, so. Whee! There we go. There's something in A-Thon you can do to get out of labs without bombs or space jump. It's great. Like, you roll up against a wall, bounce up a bit, and get out from labs. It's really good. We didn't actually see the room where. Yeah, it was the room where I blew up some canisters and a pirate or 2 pirates. Yeah, you can get out of there without bombs or space jump just by rolling weirdly, and it's dumb. This community is bad at naming things. All right, moment of truth. Okay, there it is. So let's figure out that really weird dash I've been told about. I don't actually know how to do this. There's a lot of tricks in this game. I do want these guys gone, so... yeah. Nice. Okay, we're good. We're good. So it's probably up here? Oops. I think this is easier from this side. Okay. Can I stand over here? Oh, I almost can. Sort of. Scan from up there? Okay. Ooh, hang on. I feel like I have a sneeze coming. Crap. And then I guess I would scan from here? Oh, that was bad. That was really bad. Alright. How close did I get? I need to bend it back more as well. Oh, that was good. I actually overshot it there. Okay. We're making progress. Maybe. Oh, geez. You really need to bend back. What if I do it from here? I was covering the dash was the thing. Oh, frick. Yeah, that might work from that lock-on point. Come on. Wait, no. Oh, come on. Please have mercy. Okay. If I'm going to use that point, I need to bend forward very slightly. Actually, are we going to do the extended dash from in this area? Or in this room to get over there? Nope. Welcome to the future. Marked harder? I mean, yeah. Yeah. And I'm really bad at them. So, oh, come on. It's newer tech that I have never bothered practicing. Oh wait, this is looking good. Oh, aha! 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 Ah! Alright, never mind, we're good. Yeah, usually you just get screw attack. Well, now what? I could probably just do an E dash back. I hope. Yeah, that'll work. And then what? Fight caretaker drone? Fight the janitor bot? Nuh-uh, I don't think so. We're not doing that. I have self-respect. There we go. I just go back to main research. Is that really? Not it? There is just a portal. Oh wait, is that portal 2-way? I thought it was only 1-way. I mean, this actually works better. I get to a safe station here to get the Sank entrance for the last key. But still. Hello, Tumas. Not going to bother visiting you. Here we go. Yeah, if I just take this elevator up here enough times, I'll end up in Sank entrance. That's right. Yeah. I haven't even seen Grapple Beam as the thing. Like, I would love to do final bosses, but I think we're just gonna have to cheat and screw attack for that. I mean, it's already gonna be cheating to get there anyways, technically. So I might as well go the full hog. The problem is I need to find Grapple Beam and Screw Attack due to the progressive Screw Attack settings. Oh, whoops. So yeah, I think, yeah. We'll look up the locations of these items after the credits. Or during credits, rather. There we go. Tank entrance. Oh, whoops. Boost here. Boop. Don't know why I bothered with the instant morph, but it sure was an instant morph. Oh, right. I did Spider Guardian, and that's the layer for this. You want to see a magic trick? Oh, I don't have Screw Attack. Okay. And the magic trick is gravity. Anyways, these pirates will just spawn and fall to their death. Let's fall actually really quickly. There is one pirate over here who needs to die. Ew. And we... Ooh, that was interesting. Okay, I should be good here. So long as they don't knock me off. Now... Well, this is exhilarating. I can't say I've ever had this happen before be a problem. Oh, okay, I made it. There, they're all dead. That was really something. Alright, that is Sank entrance, that room, but I need to reload it so I can actually get the item. Yep, there we go. I've never been in that circumstance where I need to cross this room without without Screw Attack, but I also haven't been here before, so there's just pirates firing at me while I do that. Ow. There we go. I don't know, gravity's happened quite a lot, actually. I don't know what I was expecting there. I guess I was just expecting a bridge to be there like usual. Oh, that was just me missing. Alright, there, we made it back in spite of my best efforts. I should probably kill the flying pirates. You know what? I have missiles to spare. Get out of here, nerds. There we go. Oh, that's the wrong one. Not a single use of grapple beam this seed. Then again, most of those are in Torvis, so... And that's been patched out completely, basically. Wow! I almost fell. Okay, here we go. Whee! And that's the last key. I guess I'll bounce. I can't actually take the save station to warp to start up there due to, some bad life decisions by not killing Quentin the Quadraxis, or the mini quad. That save station is locked forever now because I did that. I mean, it's not a big deal. I just go through here and look for another save station. Yep, that works. So yeah, we're coming up on the end of the seed. Would actually be like in 2 minutes, but I am going to give the bonus final bosses because I want to. To make up for the 10 minutes overestimate I went yesterday, I'm going to be like 30, 35 minutes under this time. So, yeah, sure, I'll take a safety save. And yeah. Here to help. Whoop. Yeah, even the final bosses aren't particularly long in this game. So it's really not going to take that much time, like 10 minutes, if that. I'm probably overestimating again because I don't know how long anything takes ever. Yeah, having a elevator to Sky Temple Gateway is very convenient. I'm just going to return all the keys. Now, this light beam that I'm going to reveal is going to take me directly to credits, but instead, we're going to open up menu mud and go to where we should be going. All right. You can now enter the Sky Temple. That's a lie. It's actually credits. It's a light beam directly to your fixed and functional ship. So what we're going to do is inventory, upgrades. Now we're doing this the fully intended way. We're going to warp to transport to Aegon portal access. That's actually really funny. So I did shuffle that elevator. Oh, this is actually really funny. Okay. So it's going to be like another minute on top of what I said. Anyways, here's Screw Attack. It's actually the most busted item in this game, but we didn't even really get to see it. And this is why you need Screw Attack. There's not a way around this wall. You have to go up here like that. No out of bounds have ever been found for it. You don't even need Space Jump, funnily enough. You have like one shot at it if you don't have Space Jump for whatever reason. Oh, also for the sake of argument, pretend I refilled my inventory. There we go. Wow, this is being rude. There is an extremely task-only way to do it. Okay, that tracks. Okay. Hopefully I can do a one cycle here. This one cycle is way easier without, or with Annihilator, but I don't know where that is. What the? Oh, okay, we're not getting it. I got hit by a laser and I didn't realize it. Okay. Did I get it? No? Oh my god, stop! Literally stop! What are you doing? Yeah, I'll give you... I'll actually tell you when time is. Oh, I missed! Oh my... Yeah, if you don't get a one cycle, this fight becomes really fun. Oh my god. Oh no, that's not good enough. Oh my god, it's got the moves. Oh my god, help. Emperor Ing heard I was coming in underestimate, and it's just decided, I don't think so. This phase usually doesn't take this long, but Emperor Ing sure wants to live today. Okay, this time we're going to get it. There, did it. Oh my god. That was awful. I don't even have any power bombs for this phase, so this is going to take a long time too. Oh. Alright. You can do shenanigans with power bombs to break like 3 to 4 of these unnamed enemies. They actually don't have a name, you can't scan them. So yeah. We're just in the cool zone right now. So, fun fact about the next phase of this fight, Emperor Ing 3, at some point in early development, in the early stages of development for that fight, there was going to be a phase where you had to use screw attack to break off the little, like, footies on Emperor Ing. They didn't remove that properly. They decided against that, but they didn't remove it all the way. So, we're gonna see some fun shenanigans with that. Oh my god. This is about a normal level of getting bullied for this fight, by the way, which is why I'm not as mad about it. Just getting smacked around by the inglets. Yeah, anyways. Oh, crap. I needed to go way lower than that. Okay, that's good. But it moved into me. And there goes half its health. A little bit more. Something is happening. Help! Eye protector. Just in time. Catch, etc. Did I get it? If you're good at this fight, you can do this in like 1 or 2 screws. But that, yep, there you go. And that's that. So now, gotta get out of here. Oh no. So because the Sky Temple Gateway elevator is shuffled, I actually have to get to Sky Temple Gateway to end the game and do the Dark Samus fight. Not that it's going to be hard since we can just warp there, basically. With a couple of extra steps. Now we're in the light world. You think we're fine, right? But the timer's still going. Oh no, whatever shall we do? And so in order to actually finish the game, we need to go back to Sky Temple Gateway and fight Dark Samus. Even though it is kind of funny, even though like the timer's basically like you have this much time to get out of Dark Aether and get to the light world. Like you can just go there. It's fine. Timer goes the wrong way. Yeah. Yeah, I can just fire super at her. Hello, Tumas. He's so lonely. He just wants a friend, but he's not going to get one. I guess, yeah. I guess we're going to blow up or something. I don't know. And so 1, 2, and we're there. We did it. This was a very unimpressive elevator change, or a chain. But sometimes you can have to go through like all 4 areas to get back to Sky Temple Gateway. Oh, and when I say get back to Sky Temple Gateway, I meant the elevator to Sky Temple Gateway. You can just walk here, and I think the game crashes. Anyways, Dark Samus 4. I'm going to try... Well, this is Dark Samus 3, excuse me. Dark Samus 4 is the bad ending. Sometimes you have to go to area. Those are the best elevator chains. Where because you can... in certain layouts, you can actually have to fight Dark Samus 2 before doing this fight. And I had that in like the very first seed with these settings I made. Alright, this is Dark Samus 4 skip, I hope. I immediately bonked into her. And, that's... Alright, this is the bad ending. Dark Samus just likes to do this. She'll just go straight to Dark Samus 4 for no reason, and I don't know why. So yeah, I have a couple extra minutes here. Oop. But yeah, those are the best kinds of seeds. Where the timer gets really tight and you kind of have to get if you don't, you're not required to get Dark Samus 4, but you at least need to do some damage to her before she goes to it. Anyways. End of time save, yeah. Although she's being pretty cooperative this time. And... boop. Did I hit her? Yep, there we go. 1 or 2 more cycles of this, and she's done. And I'm just going to phase tank this missile because it means I can't get flinched for the next, like, 45 seconds or something. And sometimes these pellets will flinch you for no reason, and I don't understand why. Like 1 or 2 more shots. Alright, next cycle for sure. Yeah, this is a great fight in speedruns, because your run is basically over if you don't get Dark Samus 4 skip. Like, the fight takes a minute if you get it, and then we're already, what, 3 minutes in or something? I don't even know. Alright, is this the last shot, or the second to last shot? Time! Oh my god, I forgot to tell you. Oh no, I'm sorry! Oh no, I screwed up. I forgot. Anyways, that's the game. Alright. I'm remembering to tell...
It's alright, I got you.
Okay.
On time.
Alright. Let's see where the screw attack was. Or both progressive grapples, rather. See, Mining Station B, which is... I could have gotten that. That's... Yeah, that was an Aegon. Oh my god, it's a tortoise. There's one elevator that goes to Torvis, and it's in Torvis. I guess it has to be the area elevator, doesn't it? I guess just the area elevator, isn't it?
It's always in the last place, right?
Yep, because then you stop looking and you're done. Let's see, Echo we saw was in Mining Station A, or in Mining Station B as well. I guess Gravity Boost, even though there's no use for it since Torvis was patched out for the most part. That's in Torvis Grove, okay. Annihilator, probably in Torvis. Oh, I could have gotten Annihilator. It was in Central Area Transport West and Sanctuary. Yeah, I was literally one room away from that at the end of the game. The only way to Torvis is via Light Warps? Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah, I wasn't going to... Yeah, there was no way without cheating I was going to be able to get Torvis because I am so bad at getting around Quadraxis. I guess I could have done Quad Skip. That was an option. Emerald Translator, because why not? Venomous Pond in Torvis. And last but not least, Cobalt. Torvis Temple Access. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Anyways. Yeah, that's enough out of me.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
If you have any last shout-outs, go for it.
Yeah, shout-outs to Darkseer again for making the Randomania and making all this possible. Shout-outs to the Randomizer Discord we have. There's probably a bunch of people I could be shouting out of here, but I wasn't prepared for that. But yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much again, and we will go to a little break here since we're well ahead of schedule now, thanks to you. And get set up here for another Super Mario Party run, but this time